Welcome back. It's time for our Sunday check-in with Jasna Burza. Jasna, good morning to you.
Morning.
So glad you were here. I gotta tell you, I'm a little tense about this subject because it's something I really need to work on. But we are talking about the power of saying no today.
Absolutely. And saying no, learning how to properly do it has absolutely changed my life because this is something that I really struggled with. And saying no is a way to affirm our own self-esteem. It really helps us create healthy boundaries because when we say yes to everything that we don't want to do, we end up being overwhelmed and really resentful.
And you say that a lot of people do struggle with this. So let's normalize it real quick, right? We're not the only ones.
Almost everyone that I have talked to has struggled or it does struggle with saying no. And I think we struggle for multiple reasons. We really want people to like us. We don't want to seem rude or impolite or uncooperative, unhelpful. And I think that some people also really lack the confidence to establish those boundaries and they don't like conflict. So I'll say yes, I'll do whatever.
That happens.
Just to avoid it.
No conflict thing.
But I think there are ways that we can actually say no, maintain those, be very, very respectful and avoid all of those icky things.
And you have 4 ways here we're going to tell viewers about. You say, number 1, practice self-reflection.
First and foremost, if you don't know where you struggle, how do you know what to fix? So where am I struggling? Why am I struggling with saying no? What particularly, who am I trying to please? And specifically, who are the people that I struggle with the most? Maybe it's the family members or a friend, and why do I feel indebted? So if you know, if you sit with yourself and go through a process of self-reflection, you will know how to address it, but first you have to go through that process.
Okay, and then you also say use I statements.
Yes.
Which sounds a little hard to me. Important, but hard. Making it about you.
Making it about us. Well, the I statements are used with FBI negotiators. They're used in conflict resolution. But when you start with an I, you're really diffusing the tension where I am not able to commit to that right now. I need a little bit more time. So you're not blaming, projecting, you're not finding excuses. You're honest, but you are really just owning what you need and what is necessary for you at this time.
That is so much power in that too, because I think people see through excuses too, really easily, right? Like almost always. So just saying, hi, I can't do this because I am not ready to right now. I love that. Okay, so you also say be firm, be polite, but be firm.
Well, yes, saying no doesn't have to be controversial or rude. We can just say very strictly, I am unable to do that at this time. And I really want to remind everyone watching that no is a full sentence.
Yes.
There is no need to explain, I have to do it because my cat is really having a diarrhea this morning. I don't know. I'm making light of the situation. But I think just saying no, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to be rude. You can be, I'm so sorry, but I am unable to commit to that right now. End of story.
And I got to tell you, I've been on the other side of that where people have just said no to me. And at first you're like, what? And then you're like, no, I respect that. Yeah. And then if I need to say no, you're going to respect me. It really is a big thing.
Isn't it
just
beautiful?
Saying no.
Yes.
That's it. Okay. And you say, just remember, takeaway at the end of all this, it is okay to say no.
Specifically because so many of us really do struggle. I think this is why I'm so grateful for you for bringing this conversation to all of us every single week. It is okay. It is okay. We have to repeat it over and over again. Saying okay doesn't mean that you're rude, disrespectful, unkind, unhelpful. It just means that you're really coming into your own, you're protecting your boundaries, and you will be happier and healthier because of it, and everyone else around you will. And most importantly, I think, we give others permission to do the same. Just like you've observed that people have said no. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I could do that too.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful gift we can give to ourselves.
Okay, let's start that chain going. Just say no, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Jasna.
Such a pleasure.